Gone. Beautiful. Hello, everybody. Hi, Natatorium.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Len. Laura's brother. Thanks for joining our second stream of the new year. This one will be a fun one. We will be doing... Yeah. We'll be doing... I have a lot of polls... responses to share with you guys from my IG story about 2023 market opportunities. You can drop in the comments what you think if you didn't get to respond on my Instagram now, and then we will discuss and
your problem.
My problem?
Yeah, your problem.
What's my problem?
Your addiction.
Yeah, I have a severe addiction. And we will discuss that too. Maybe others have had it and have figured out ways to cope with that. But
Deleting the app?
Deleting the app? No, I can't delete the app. I'm looking at it now, I'm not gonna lie.
You will delete it.
I will?
Eventually.
Maybe one day. But not anytime soon. Alright, so, and then you have your little segment that you're gonna do as well.
I do? I'll go over the poll we're gonna talk about all our opportunities or missed opportunities or not opportunities for the next year.
Yes. Deleting what app? Pokemon Go. The addiction has become real. I'm becoming in debt. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm spending some money on it. I haven't hit triple digits yet, though, I don't think, which is good. And then we also have Ancient Origins and Lost Origins packs, bundles still up for sale on the website, amongst other items if you guys want to rip something during the stream. And you can find them on downyourchain.com.
How many do you think you've spent more on Pokemon Go or Fortnite?
I probably spend more on Fortnite, but I've been playing longer, you know?
I would not want to see what my total dollars spent on that game is.
I would actually like to see your total dollars spent on Fortnite.
I would think it's probably close to $1,000, right? Has to be.
Has to be. You always have every skin. Stupid.
It's a free game. But I got some generous V-Buck gifts. You know what is the killer? I'm a member of the Fortnite crew. So that's, they hit me up for whatever that is, $12 a month. You were in it, and then you're not a member anymore.
I do the Fortnite Battle Pass now. Each season.
It comes for free with the crew.
Yeah, maybe I should. How much is the crew?
I think it's $12 a month. Yeah.
Something happened where I was like, I gotta cut that out of the budget.
It's the Pokemon Go
The Pokemon Go. But yeah, should we get started with our predictions that you guys wrote in?
So yeah, I think these are looking out there and what are the opportunities in the world in 2023. And are things opportunities or are they not? I think on your story you had a polled a few things.
We'll go over that too. Some of these are kind of broad, but all right, here's what some of you guys said. The first 2023 market opportunity was raw mint black and white hollows. Yeah.
I'll take any raw mint hollow, especially as far back as that.
Black and white, do we hate that or love that? Don't we kind of not like that?
It's probably the most forgettable era of Pokemon cards. I don't know. You could argue that.
But that could be this unpopular opinion.
But give me the raw mint hollows for days. Give me for days. Yeah. Depends what the cost is, but
I'm invited to read. Business. And then we will talk about
I have one active friend on Pokemon Go.
Me?
Yeah.
Nice. I have
one other friend who has played the game stopped playing a few months ago, and that was the end of that.
I have 201 friends.
Nice.
Sorry. All right. So, yeah, we don't hate this one. We like this one. Black and white, I think maybe why he said it is because it's kind of underrated. Not under, I think it's properly rated. Yeah. My next market opportunity that you guys wrote in for, and feel free to drop yours in the comments now. Zard UPC's bricks now, gold bars later.
That was funny.
If I'm interpreting this correctly, he means they tanked, but they're going to be
They are
money.
kind of shaped like a brick, though.
They are shaped like a big brick.
I love that. I mean, honestly, it's like I want to make sure that we get at least 100 sealed at the current prices.
We have quite a bit. Yeah, the prices are, this is a great time to buy them. And I think that's what this means. They're brick now and gold money later.
Yeah, it's not like gonna be like a 2-month flip. Like, I think that's the hardest part about buying positions in sealed. It's like it could conceivably take a long time because the returns are not linear. They're gonna jump. It might take 2 years to see that jump, to be honest, but it's a good thing if you have the capacity. Buy those bricks.
Buy those bricks. Get bricked. Okay, next one. From our boy Pastizio Poppy. Topps booster boxes. I'm going no on this.
Is this any Topps? Like, I'll buy like Mike Trout's rookie year at Topps baseball.
Pokemon. Sorry, I meant the Pokemon Topps booster boxes.
They're the most overrated thing in Pokemon.
I agree. And then the fact that the cards a lot of times are stuck together in those packs, and they're just ruined. Like, they lose completely all value. Not a risk I'm willing to take.
It's like there's too much going on for me to like master the TCG cards to get into the secondary stuff. Topps, Cardass, what's the one you like? The one that everyone was going crazy for. The Charizard sold for like $300,000. Slipping my mind right now, but like it doesn't matter. The one Top Sun.
Oh, I used to love
all that stuff. It's overrated.
Yeah,
overrated because it's secondary. What do you think?
I agree, but I used to love it.
I like it. I like Top Sun. I love to finish like a set of them, but it's not a market opportunity in my mind.
It's not a market opportunity. We're not adding that to our business portfolio this year.
Right.
Bionic Broccoli got your cards yesterday. Nice hits again from last week.
Oh yeah, were those the first few packs?
Yeah, remember he got the alt art?
Those are bombs.
Feel free to grab more. We got more bundles in the store. All right, Poppy, we love you, but we're not Topps. You can't make Topps happen. Next one, sealed product all day, but before 2006. Forgot to put down the username of who did this one. Sorry.
Well.
Yeah. Of course, we're picking up all sealed product at a good price.
Yeah, I tend to agree that it's kind of a no-brainer. Now the price point on some of those things is like the key, right?
Yeah.
The issue is that some of the sealed is going to be really hard to move if you can't hold it for a while. Like, even if you buy like a box, say you bought a Holland Phantoms box, you're going to have a lot of trouble moving that box.
So how long? Like, Pokemon Natatorium said how much later? Well, how do you know what the sweet spot is? Like,
you don't.
Time frame.
If you knew.
Right. You'd have peace.
It's usually when most people can no longer mentally stomach to hold the stuff that it breaks.
And you know what? Portion of people that happens after the 1 or 2 year mark, because I'm starting to look at stuff I have, and I'm like, I'm so sick of looking at this. I want to get rid of it, but you have to keep in mind, like, hold it for a few more years. Don't put it away. Don't look at it. I put my stuff. I saw I did a whole organization, put some stuff in boxes, wrote down what it was, and freaking put it out of my sight. I don't want to look at it.
It's easy to say like buy and hold sealed when you could flip Vivid Voltage ETBs for like $60 profit after a month, but like realistically, like with some of the modern stuff, especially Sword and Shield, if you really want to see any returns, it's going to take a long time, depending on what kind of returns you're looking for, unless it's Evolving Skies.
Bakshi's. Okay, next one. From Pokey Stuff D. Buy all popular modern arts. Thank me in 5 years.
I feel like we've talked a lot about the alt arts in general. they're great. I mean, they really are standout pieces of art. It's interesting, like the graded prices have gone down a lot after the Moonbryon bubble. We've talked about that. You made they're really important pieces of Pokemon collecting. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. It just might be interesting to wait a little bit.
Yeah. What do you think about
end up
on to 10s?
I mean, I have, for my personal collection, I have a Moonbryon 10 just because I love the card. I mean,
yeah.
Do I think that there's a lot of them though? Like,
yes,
remember the data you showed in your video is like, you have to look at what the ceiling of other cards with that population is.
Yeah.
Like, you're not looking at cards that have 200 PSA 10s or 50. You're looking at 8,000 PSA 10s.
Right.
So, you can try to calculate your returns that way, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, this one I love. From Pika Journey, Japanese exclusive promos all day long. Yes. I was like, well, okay, I was gonna go on, but you cut me off. Since the jump, this is one of the probably few things that I haven't changed my mind on in Pokemon, are Japanese promos. That is like, if I could describe with one thing what I will never not collect, it would be Japanese promos.
Yeah, I mean, they're some of the most fun things like about collecting, especially a lot of the collabs that come out. There's always something interesting that keeps you kind of in the loop of collecting these things, whether it's the most recent art illustration cards or a brand collab. I don't know. It's probably the freshest part of the hobby. And you just have to understand, are these really rare promos, or are there more like going to be a lot of these things? And that's how
opportunity, because I think people kind of stop when they actually have to do something to get it. Like, a lot of people are lazy and don't want to do the work. Like, it is kind of tough to acquire some of them. So I think it's always going to be a good opportunity to put these rare, unique cards in your collection.
I want to go back and start building more positions in some of the ones that went crazy during COVID, like the Kanazawa Pikachu, even the Shibuya Pikachu, like all the ones that saw these like pretty big price jumps and kind of calmed down. There's like everything from like 2014 to 2018 I'm super interested in.
I forgot what the price we paid for when we bought a stack of those at the Dallas Card Show. Remember? We got the Shibuya.
I mean, we were buying them like raw at good prices.
Raw at good prices and grading them.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want to do, right? Keep track of one of the biggest edges in the hobby is staying on top of new releases from Japan and getting a couple of each promo and selling one or two and keeping one for yourself. It's a great way to build a collection.
All right, Mike F in chat said, "What's your take on the banned Japanese cards?"
Misty's Tears is the most important to me.
Yeah, that's the first one that came to mind for me. And then the Gengar.
Yeah, those are the two. The other ones are like the middle finger and the one I'm not going to talk about, and the Grimer looking up the girl's skirt. Like, they're so common that they're not going to be that interesting. I don't know. Misty's Tears has a lot. That's always going to be a big card. I mean, I think that spiked a lot during COVID. And it's down to a much more reasonable price.
I think they're cool to have in your binder or whatever and keep it, because you'll obviously never see them again. But is it a market opportunity per se of 2023?
Absolutely not.
I don't think so.
Maybe Misty's Tears. Maybe. I got to look at how much the prices come down.
Okay, here's a great one from our friend Zach, Gem and Pokemon Don Diego's Whatnot streams. Heck yeah.
Yeah, when you run the dollar auctions, you get some steals and deals. That's a market opportunity.
Eating those deals up at $1.
I will say the market opportunity of dollar auctions right now is not out there. If you look at a lot of, remember the heyday of there'd be like a Team Rocket dollar box break like every night.
I was just thinking about that. I ran my freaking expedition box at $1. $1.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I was nervous, but not that nervous. Like, if I did that today, I would be like, holy shit, like, we're gonna lose a lot of money on that. But forget that. Even like the Gym Heroes box, or even like anything I ran so much at $1. Fossil, Jungle, everything. Those were the days. We'll get back to them, but
great opportunity though for someone like just starting out or looking, like follow a lot of streams and see if you can get, you know, giveaways and these dollar auctions. It's a great buyer's opportunity.
yeah.
Because box breaks, what's interesting is the box prices have actually been really strong, but you can't break them. Like the end of the cards have gone down so much inside the box that you can't break them. But that's like what's actually really strong is that the box prices haven't dropped because the boxes are very desirable. And I think, you know, that's a really good sign for the market actually.
Yeah, for sure. Good take.
Thanks. Should have take of the night and I'll win it. You present me a trophy. Take of the night.
Very strong takes. Sun and Moon XY era rip and chip. Last bastion of good margins if you can find
Brutal Bastion.
What?
Brutal Bastion? It's a place in Fortnite. Keep going.
Oh, bastion of good margins if you can find it for the right price, says our friend Alex Ketchum. Yeah. What does bastion mean?
It's like a place of refuge.
Last hope?
No, it'd be like it's like a physical, like a finding a place of refuge. Like your bastion from the storm could be like a cabin in the woods, but like he's saying like a great place to be safe.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So wise.
There's so much interesting stuff in Sun and Moon and XY, and that's what we talked about in our year-end stream, where my big thing was like team up. Like the XY era is now sailing away, is what I like to say. Like, and there's not a lot of like, maybe there is a lot of eyes on it, but like, think about those boxes and like they're really becoming almost a decade old.
Yes, we were talking about that with Cosmic and Team Up and all that. How banger alt art possibly of 2022 at Latios and Latios.
Market opportunity for sure. I like the boxes in that era.
I like that too. Yes, that's it. Yes, market opportunity. Okay. Hidden Fates has a year or so to still be super low or abundant, says I'm Risen. Hidden Fates is always a yes for me. No, I won't give it away, but yeah.
What?
Did you do a poll?
We did a poll, so we have some more data on this actually. I mean, you couldn't. There was a period of time when I went to a card show, like local shows. I will buy Hidden Fates, anything, sealed Hidden Fates,
form, tins, packs,
ETBs, the what do you call them? The toy boxes. I don't know what you actually call them. The cards are there's a lot of it. They printed it. They turned the printing press on for the Hidden Fates. So like the singles don't really interest me that much. I mean, it's an amazing set to collect. Still very cheap. Right now it's like definitely at a low point. I don't see the cards as like the best market opportunity, but people want to open Hidden Fates. I mean, I want to open Hidden Fates.
I sold out of all my Hidden Fates packs. That's how much people want to open Hidden Fates.
Yeah,
it's a fun rip. I'm always going yes for this.
Someone said somewhere else I saw like they're going to reprint it. That's the 2019 set. I don't think they're going to reprint Hidden Fates. Yeah. Opportunity.
Okay, Shining Legends has dropped hard. Big investment from me into PSA 10 Shining cards. Kyle Brooks.
It's definitely less abundant than Hidden Fates. That's like the test tube Mewtwo and like there's some amazing cards again buy the sealed. The sealed. To me,
same sentiment.
More expensive, way more expensive. But the ETBs.
Okay, Shadowballing says grab booster boxes at retail on release and then hold them. Steam Siege sells for $250 to $300 now. I didn't fact check that, but
I don't know if that's that. We might have to do one of those like I think it's more like 180.
But the sentiment still. Prior, grab the boxes at retail on release and hold. Yeah, for sure.
I have a rant about this.
You do? Okay, let's go. I'm ready.
I agree in principle. I totally agree. In actual execution, you have to be prepared for what this entails. Because there's a lot better things you could be doing with your money than storing a few booster boxes away. Now, if you're going to buy in volume and build positions, it's going to take years for you to see a return. You have to hold the physical boxes. You have to be willing to sell and then ship those things, which isn't always the easiest. Okay. So just be prepared and say, I have 5 or 10 years that I'm going to build positions in these things, store them, and be prepared to sell them. Otherwise, it's not the easiest thing in the world, because it is the thing that could pay off, but it's going to require determination. And the hardest part of all is parking capital.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
You need the money for other shit. Like what else do you need the money for?
That's a constant thing too, and that's what goes back to the same thing we said before of like stuff that I'm looking at that I'm like, why the hell do I have 18 shilling rainy TVs? Like, let's move them. But it's if you can get through that.
Everything in Pokemon, if you look at it from a business standpoint, it's like, I don't want to be like take it too seriously, but like the same way like any investment vehicle is going to be like, what is the best return on capital? And that's where you move your money. And you have to think, is it going to be, for me, can I park enough capital in booster boxes, right? What's the opportunity cost to take that versus something else? Now, if you're doing this as a business and you have like, the capital, it's a pretty great place to kind of build.
Yeah. I like that take. It wasn't too much of a rant.
Well, here's the risk factor, and there's a lawsuit right now actually with Dave and Adams. Dave and Adams is a huge sealed. They sell boxes of like every shape or size. Like they're probably the biggest seller of sports cards. They sell Pokemon, whatever. One of their warehouses had a flood, and they lost an incredible amount of inventory. Now they're a big company; they'll be fine. Nobody's shedding any tears, but that's the other risk with sealed.
Yeah.
So, all right. So this is a good comment in the chat. AMP 100. You got to pick the best sets rather than buy any set. And this is the debate. This is like a life debate, right? Do you buy the index fund in stocks, or do you pick the stocks? Do you buy the best sets? Are you smart enough to identify what the best sets are, and do you just buy them? Go ahead. What do you think?
I was going to say, first thing, how do you identify what the best sets are? Is it your opinion? Is it the market's opinion? And then how do you go about picking them? But I would say yes and no. Like, well, I'm holding a bunch of like battle styles. Is it the best set? No. I think it's not one answer, in my opinion. I think it's a little bit of skill. It takes a little bit of skill to identify what is a good buy and could be a good return, or what we know for a fact is like a great set and it's going to be a great return no matter what. There's like a little bit of the risk and then the known that you kind of have to like play a little bit of both, in my opinion.
I agree. It's a lot easier to identify the best sets like after the fact. Of course, team up's like the best set in Sun and Moon, but like you're paying that price, right? It's $800 or Steam Siege is $180. It's a lot easier to buy all of Sword and Shield right now, right? It's like because there's only that separation from Evolving Skies and Brilliant Stars. And then you have to think like, what's the return on my capital? Like once I buy into the box at that price, can it go from 300 to 600? Or is Battle Styles more likely to go from 100 to 200?
Right.
Or will it ever do that?
Right. It just needs more time. Yes, it definitely needs more time. Should you dump Battle Styles and put that money into a set you know is stronger? That's like a constant thought, right? That is my constant thought, like I said, which is why I decided my answer right now is no. That's why I put this shit I don't want to see into a box, labeled it, and put it away. But I think about that all the time. I don't have the perfect answer for that. I mean, it depends a lot on what your capital is as well. You know, are you like, it's tough. That's a tough one.
I think it's a lot easier to call it and fold with like graded cards than it is with sealed product. Because like sealed product, you could always open and do some stuff with it. Like if you have a high pop, I think a lot of sports card people are stuck with like high population, like base cards that you can't move. They're never going to see the price that they saw in COVID. Maybe there's a couple Pokemon cards that are probably like that too. And it's time to kind of fold your hand, get the capital back, and do something else. Yeah.
All situations depend on your situation. It's true. If we had a couple million, I'd buy every set. My sentiment would change for sure. I'd buy every set and hold on to it, you know? If someone offered you even trade right now, your battle styles for their hidden fates, are you taking the trade?
Hypothetically, if this was like the stock market or E-Trade or where I could click and sell my shares and buy it and it was super liquid, yes. Or if we were at someone pulled up and opened their trunk and they gave me one Hidden Fates ETB for every 2 battle styles, I probably would do that, but it's just such an illiquid market. Like, it's not easy to exchange things one to one.
If you're asking me today, I would also say yes, but part of me would still want to hold one back. We got them for so cheap.
Yeah, I mean, that's your cost basis on the battle styles box is so low.
Right.
You're basically free rolling any growth on that.
Right. Bolted on evolutions at 200. Now I don't dump and swap anymore. I like that. We were buying up evolutions when it was $750, maybe $800. I think I have one left.
Still right around that price. Got over 1,000 at one point.
That's something I told you the other day. What did I call it? I said it's a field treasure is what I called evolution. It's a field treasure. That's my hot take.
Well, if you had said that when it came out, all the big brain Pokemon theorists would have ripped you to shreds. Remember last week we discussed about how people clearly don't know how to identify good products, whether it's sports, Marvel, or Pokemon. So you kind of have to stick to your guns at the beginning. Everyone knows now that Aquapolis is super good and super rare, but at the time people threw in the trash. 10 years later, people threw in the trash. So stick to your guns and understand. If you understand supply and demand, the market, and form your own opinions.
Yeah, well, that was a good comment. I like this one. Okay, someone said Sith Wayfinder Collectibles market opportunity is a first edition Shining or Crystal set.
So
I don't know any of the prices on those now, so that would play an important role in my opinion.
The first edition Shinings from the Neo era, the 9s specifically, and we can talk about WotC 9s, are down a lot. Like, you're looking at, for example, and this is relatively accurate, but it's going to be off the top of my head, the Shining Tyranitar PSA 9 first ed was selling probably for $5,000 during the peak. You can get it for less than $1,000 now.
Right, so it's an opportunity now to buy it.
I'm starting to think, though, the key WotC cards in 9s, because the 10s are what they are, but the 9s start to look a little appealing.
There was a crystal set I did a reel on, probably close to 2 years ago now, that went up for auction. And I don't remember what it went for, so I really have no context for what I'm saying, but we did talk about it almost 2 years ago. I could probably find those numbers, but it's definitely not going for what it was. But could that be the opportunity then?
I'm starting to think so, but I don't know. I'm exploring it.
Know. Keep an eye out.
Keep an eye on those 9 prices.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say.
Okay, guys, we got a couple more here.
Well, you know what? I gotta pause for a second. You told me before the show you got terrible comments. They weren't that interesting.
I would never in my life use that word. You know what's interesting when I'm just reading them, when we're actually talking about it and I'm hearing other people's opinions, like yours and in chat, that's what makes it interesting. How could you say that I got terrible? I never said such a thing.
How dare you?
Okay, anyway, my friend Gratsu said Japanese modern. Yes, I'm saying yes. But what exactly?
Yes, I guess it's sealed.
Promos? Are we talking about new promos? Because now I'm saying yes to that.
I mean, the Japanese modern, let's talk about V-Star, VMAX Climax, Shiny Star V.
Man, I forgot about all those already.
Tag Team GX, they just come out with the absolute heaters. The EV Heroes is way better in Japanese than Evolving Skies. The EV Heroes special set, all the collections. Yes. Sealed.
Say yes to.
Sealed product sets.
Sealed product, yes. Okay, and promos. Can we say yes?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, Sean Paramo says Fortnite, assuming he means Fortnite cards as a market opportunity. Well, I did a reel on the ticket, and we saw the prices go literally insane and sold out. So are people taking this as an opportunity for 2023? I think so. Do people care about Fortnite cards? Some people do. Is it
I love the ticket.
I'm grading more Fortnite than I've ever graded in my entire life in the past few weeks into this year. It's been grading really well. I love the ticket and then the little Koro Koro promos, which are super cool. First found out about those in someone gave me the Midas one that we sent to grading like a couple weeks ago, and now we got the whole set and we will be grading that as well. So with all that said, I'd say yes, it's an opportunity. I'm investing more time and money into grading them, and hopefully, we'll see how the market goes with Fortnite.
Yeah, I love the ticket. I love anything around the Fortnite World Cup. It was an event that'll never happen again. Fortnite said that basically it's never happening again. They lost so much money on the event. They don't basically support the competitive scene anymore. Most esports organizations, in fact, all of them have quit Fortnite in the last 2 to 3 months.
Crazy.
The game's at an all-time low in interest. It had a really good run. Here's what I'll say. I've seen some really dumb analysis. I'm not going to call out the person. I will probably eventually call out this person. I saw the dumbest thing in the world saying that about Fortnite cards, and I'll get to it.
Do I know him or her?
You know him. It's one of those people, big brain people in the space. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. There are opportunities. I love Fortnite cards. There isn't a worse place you could put. This is the worst. Do not buy Fortnite cards.
Really?
They are great. There's no interest whatsoever in Fortnite cards.
That's what I mean. Do people care about that?
I'm not going to middle this opinion. I collect them. I have them. Here's one next to me.
Here's one on my shelf up here.
This is a bag. This is a bag. It's just going to go somewhere, and in 10 years, the people on Fortnite cards, maybe they will.
Can you text me who the person is?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll do it. Maybe you said I'll make one of my own Pokemon account where I can give my own censored opinions. But like
you have a Pokemon account.
The Black Knight and the key cards, I think are interesting. I think the Black Knight is made up. That it's the most popular thing. Like it's not who, right? It's one of the first skins, right? The most rare Fortnite card, the most important one is the Galaxy promo from Series 1. It's by far one of the rarest Fortnite skins. Fortnite has a lot of issues. I think it will have a revival. It will have amazing, passionate fans in 5 or 10 years who will remember how happy they were when the game came out and when they were playing it. But for 2023, it is the opposite of a market opportunity.
Damn, I said the exact opposite.
But I love the ticket because the World Cup is such an iconic piece of esports history, and we're at the end of it. Fortnite, Booga got dropped by his org. It's dead.
I guess I said the same thing as you. Essentially, people don't care except for me and you and a couple other people. And but however, we are taking it as an opportunity to grade these right now, buy them up, grade them, and see what the heck happens. Summon the old PC and.
There is no hope in selling. You're not going to buy Fortnite cards and make any money in 2023. And I think that's what you have to be honest with about. But it is this big nostalgia opportunity down the road.
Yeah.
Especially if Fortnite, I think we'll retain some level of people playing the game, but the absolute nostalgia, like we all still are nostalgic for those old POIs, the places we went.
The old dances, everything.
It'll come back.
I like what Andy said, how they should have been claimable from owning in-game items.
That would have been dope. Cool. So the rarest things in Fortnite are the digital items, right? I got the minty pickaxe from waiting online at GameStop.
Can you... Nah, I'm not going to show my code online, but I got this chipset wrap from... I forgot. It's like a claimable item, you know?
Yeah.
People aren't grading this, right?
No, but like it's the biggest thing is like, are people going to want the cards in a couple years? Are they going to be like, I wish I had my old skins back, or can I buy this? Which you can't do right now, right? There's no marketplace unless you go on eBay and buy someone's account.
Right, you could buy someone's account.
There's a black market.
Which you risk getting banned for life if you do that.
Yeah, so there's no real marketplace for the skins, and like, if there was, that would be interesting. I like the cards. I like the Fortnite as an idea, but like, I don't think if we're discussing market opportunities, I have to be passionate and say it's not a market opportunity. I am not buying Fortnite cards. I wouldn't buy one if you gave it to me for $1. But
that's an absolute lie.
That's a joke. But like, if it was a Black Knight or a Skull Trooper, I will be buying the Galaxy skin this year. That's the card that I think is the most important Fortnite card to own if you don't own it.
Okay.
It's still very affordable.
All right.
Because those promos, they're not a lot of them.
Fine. All right. Slightly different opinions here, but okay. RIT. Churn. Grade cheap and sensible cards and auction them, Pack in Action says. Abso-freaking-lutely. Buying up those raw singles, minty raw singles, and grading them has been... Again, I've probably graded more cards in the past few months than I have in the last year. So buying anything, like sensible cards, not just anything, not anything, but good cards that have good returns. And we went through a whole live stream on this once. Remember the presentation that you did of how to choose the right cards to grade and why, and what like the gem mint rate is. Like you can literally look up that information and see the percentage of what you're going to get for a 10. So like the high percentages, that's great knowledge to have on what to grade, and then your return will be massive. So yeah, totally.
You said it.
Always a good opportunity. Forget 2023.
That's, it seems like obvious, but if you put in the work and study which ones. A little work. If the prices of cards are just like kind of moving sideways, one of the edges to make some money for your collection is to grade cards and sell them.
Yeah, I forgot what that stream was called, but if you guys want to look back on that, we actually give data and percentage for certain cards that you guys should be grading and shouldn't be grading. I think it was might have been called
the presentation's actually available on the website in the most recent article.
Alrighty, Lost Thunder Sealed Fed Week cards. It's interesting, very specific. I do have a Lost Thunder sealed box that I am looking at right now. So, why though?
Is Rainbow Lugia is in that, right? I'm
gonna look up the set right now.
It's another box that if I see, I buy at the right price.
Yes.
I remember there was a small card show by you at the arcade, and the guy had 3 Lost Thunder boxes, and I was like, no, that was the only thing I bought at the show.
You got the Lugia Rainbow, the full art trainers in here.
It's another box that's getting older, has some good pulls.
Yeah.
Right price.
I can get behind this opportunity at the right price.
It's a good set. It's a solid set, and it's getting older. All
right. I only have 2 more to go here.
And then we can talk about the polls we put up.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is base set packs. The more opened by YouTubers, the less sealed there is, so the price will go up, said JS Packs. I literally always think about this. Think of all the products that the streamers have opened in the past year or two. Like, it's insane how many boxes we've ripped through, how many first edition boxes, how many base set boxes that I've seen get ripped for their innards. And I have been part of several of these. Like, at the end of the day, we don't know how many still exist. Also, there's like the element of unknown, so it's tough to I don't think every time one gets open, the price goes up by $500 or anything, but I think time will be the indicator of the price, not necessarily the amount of product, because there's just no way to tell. So I think time, in the next 5 or 10 years, I think it will be more expensive, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, unfortunately, the type of industry where you have exact print runs. Oh, we made 40,000 boxes. People generally know that they printed base set into the moon into the moon. I don't know if that's a thing. Base set, jungle, fossil, rocket, gym, printed into oblivion. Pokemon started to die down. Neo, Expedition, Aquapolis, EX. There's none of that stuff. There's so much base set. There's probably more base set now than all the EX sets combined. The estimates that people were making 3 years ago of how much jungle and fossil are left were so wrong. There were some people that were saying there's only 1,000 or 2,000 boxes. There's probably a lot more than we think of those sets still available.
I myself, and I'm just one girl.
It's
you said something interesting the other day when we were talking. It was about the shadowless, and this has, I guess, nothing to do with it, but it was just interesting. Remember you said how no one gives a crap about shadowless?
See, I say things. You have to put a warning up on the screen. Sometimes I say things and like I sort of mean it, but I don't mean it all the way. Like I said, I never buy a Fortnite card even for $1.
Right. Like you gotta, like our friends said. Like no one gives a shit about it because it's barely identifiable between the base set, unlimited, and shadowless. Two people that aren't deep into this hobby, deep into this community. So, like, if I showed those to mom, like, I don't think she'd immediately see the difference between base set, unlimited, and shadowless. So that's the sentiment.
I'm going to draw something quick.
Okay, sweet.
So this big circle, right? These are all the people that collect Pokemon cards. And this is going to get bigger and smaller depending on how the market's doing. In 2020, this was really big. In 2022, it's probably like this inner circle. Mm-hmm. Okay? And these include the kids that buy packs at the supermarket, things like that. You want to know how much of the collecting community gives a shit about shadowless? It's the dot in the middle. It's the super collectors. And that's not saying it's not a market, but if you are looking for the most liquid things and the most important things to build a collection, stay out of the niches.
Yeah.
Because the niches can get you in the most trouble when the market's not hot. When the market's hot, you could sell anything. You could sell, people were selling, they probably still are, those poker cards, things like that. I like the distinction. So like I collect, the unlimited, the shadowless, and the first edition print. Now, fourth print. You could collect all these different things in eras, and that's what a collector's journey is. If you're doing this for 10 years, you got to find new pathways to stay interested. But that doesn't mean that those are the best things.
Devin said some of mine prefer to look first set or modern. Oh, sorry. To look first set. Of course. I love them. But I think it was more of a, like you said, people identify it with that first edition stamp, that big one. That's what, like, the outer ring of what you just drew identifies it, If
you want to go for the big circle, which is the easiest to sell to, you want to stick to the things people understand and that you don't have to explain to them.
Exactly.
Now, someone said picking winning niches can 10x you, though. I agree. In the 2020-2021 market, every niche in the world, there are probably people that are millionaires just off Top Sun cards.
Yeah.
But when you're dealing with niches, you have to be first and you have to be right all the time when it's not a hot market. Otherwise, you're going to be holding things. And I have some niche things that I got bagged on. Yeah. That's for sure.
We've made our own bad decisions here and there. But luckily, we made one niche good decision in 2021.
You did?
Yeah. The design set. That's niche as heck.
I agree. But it's not. I'm going to make a distinction. That's scarce. Shadowless isn't scarce. Fourth print isn't scarce. Fourth print is a distinction that no one cares about except people that have run out of things to collect.
Scarce.
The design set is appealing to anyone. Do you have to explain to them there's only 100 copies of each card? Yes. So it does take your Tim and Joe aren't going to go and pay $20,000 for a card. But I don't want to explain things to people. It just,
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to play Settlers of Catan ever again because I don't want to explain the rules anymore.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Take the safe bet and ride out long term, but most importantly, have fun. That's one way to look at it. Absolutely. Most importantly, have fun.
Yeah. And if you're in this for the long term, you're eventually going to collect all the errors and fourth print outs because you need to get complete, right?
Yeah, and I think this changes a lot over time. Like you said, once you finish a collecting goal, a new one starts, and you're more interested in other things. So it does change. So yeah. Okay, here's my last one. So if you guys have any others, drop them in the chat. But this one is from you, actually. Your response was, I love Pokemon Go, and I will only play that, LOL.
Well, you are addicted to the game.
I am.
It's bleeding over into all aspects of your life. And
you're right.
This is known as a shit post. Trolling.
I was late to a meeting today because I was in a Zekrom raid and I didn't catch the Zekrom, so I started crying, and so I had to stall for 5 minutes. It's really addicting. It's just not okay.
So, okay, you played Pokemon Go like pretty like in depth for the last 2 weeks. One, what have you learned about Pokemon?
Holy. Okay. Do you want me to answer that first?
And two, do you have any more appreciation for the Pokemon Go set and the promos around it that feature characters from the game?
Okay. One, what have I learned about it? So much. So like those silly little comments that I pass through, like in the beginning of stuff, you know, I go so quick, I don't do my card tricks on that. Like, I just learned so much about the evolution and all that, like about ones that you don't normally give a crap about, and I appreciate them now. Like Swablu, I love you. I love you, Swablu.
You definitely build connections to Pokemon that
absolutely.
You didn't know about or didn't play the game that they were in.
So like the last stream that we did, I did trivia, and I did Drillbur as one of the trivias, and I picked it because I'd never heard of Drillbur before in my entire life, never seen Drillbur, and guess what? I'm walking to a Pokestop by my house, I catch a freaking Drillbur. Isn't that insane? It's insane. So like you feel something. I've learned so much. Okay, and your second question, does it make me appreciate Pokemon Go set anymore? No, I hate that set. If that set burned on fire and I never got to see or touch it or hear from it again, I would be completely and utterly happy.
Okay. It's not the best set in the world.
No, it's actually the worst set of last year.
So I won't give you the code card for the professor that will give you something in game that I have.
What do you mean?
No, don't worry about it. You don't like the set. It's annoying. It's terrible. I'll throw it in the trash, actually.
Damn, petty. Well, that's my hot take. So there you go.
All right. Well, I was reading the comments, but I think AMP, he proved my circle. Right?
People up on collecting goals and everything base set that is in first set is getting done first. Yeah.
You want to be in the biggest.
Yes.
Sure. You want to. It's hard to say. To speak in absolutes, but that's exactly it. When the collecting bubble shrinks, I don't want to use the term bubble, but like when the audience shrinks, you want to have the core items, and when it gets bigger, you're going to do better and could have huge returns selling those niche things. Like I think the story is that like some sports collector, and I don't know if this is true, I heard this on a YouTube video, but like the Tops on Zard sold for almost $1 million in a 10. And that was some like sports collector who came in and thought that was the first Charizard.
Yeah.
Now the card, like the guy lost like hundreds of thousands of dollars on the card. So, everything is Tops on right now. Not doing much with it.
Yeah. Sorry for my hot take. What's up, Gengar Brigade? All right, guys, if you have any more hot takes, just feel free to drop them. And let's go over, I also did a poll on my IG stories about specific cards, so we'll do that now. And if you guys feel like ripping any packs, you can grab some on the old website. And another intermission here, we're going to have some exciting news coming up soon about this podcast. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah. Very exciting news coming soon about the pod. So thanks for all that have been following along. Hit that like and subscribe. Invite your friends, your mom, and like other
Thanks
people.
for being part of it.
Me?
Oh no, I was speaking to the general world.
Yes, thank you to the general world for being a part of my Tuesday night life. Go on.
So you look at the poll results, Laura. Your job is to tell me the poll results. So like we put up these 4. It's a little bit cut off, but this is a stand-in for all WotC PSA 9s. And I put this one up specifically because I bought this card. I bought it for $122. Okay.
Ooh.
I bought it last week for $122, and here it is.
The poll is so like even.
So we asked people, are WotC PSA 9s market opportunities, or what was the other option?
Or right where they should be.
So I have an opinion here because you probably can guess it because I bought this card, but I am intrigued by where these first edition holos are ending up at.
Okay.
What did the people say?
The people said 57% market opportunity, and the other 43 said right where it should be, so not an opportunity. It's literally almost evenly split.
What do you think?
Market opportunity, and I'm not just basing off this specific card.
No, don't, because like it's someone asked about the PSA 9 Shinings. It's all these cards that are.
I'm saying like any first edition, like Team Rocket
PSA 9 holo
or whatever, because I have personally sold a bunch on my streams recently, and they didn't go for much, and I thought that I was like losing money, and I looked them up and I was like, holy crap, that's what they go for now, which gives us an opportunity to buy them.
Yeah, if you look at it's just I'm not entirely convinced yet, right, that they're going to be upward price movements, and that's why I like both sides of this answer. Very attractive price point, a lot less than it was. Not exactly easy to open a pack and even get a PSA 9, right? You might open a pack of this, not that they're that easy to open packs of first ed, and it might not be a 9. Right. So the pop report is like for the large part filled out. So it's something to keep an eye on. That's what I would say. Watch these things. If you're interested in graded cards, watch them. And if you're looking to complete some of these sets in like 9, 8, or 9, the 7 and 8 prices are stupid low. So if you don't give a crap, or if you want to crack 7s and 8s and put them in a binder, good times.
Broccoli, I got your order. We will rip it after these little holes.
Okay.
Whoa, all right.
Now, specifically, I pulled people here on the PSA 10. All right, Laura, tell us what the people said.
They really voted all one way. So we had 3 options here. Market opportunity. 19% think this is an opportunity. 62% say it's overhyped. And 20% said, it's fine. I agree with the overhype.
I agree. But it's a trick question because I think that buying it graded is probably overhyped. But I love, 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 love this card.
Do you love it for its value and opportunity, or do you love it because you just love the art and you love the art?
I'm going to take the art aside. It's an A+ art, but this is for $30 to $40 raw. I am buying.
Okay.
I'm not paying the 7X, 6X premium for the 10.
Right. It's what, $250 you said?
I like the card raw, and we'll see what happens in the future. I would not be. I agree with the crowd. 10 buying this overhyped.
Yeah.
Overhyped.
Yeah.
But maybe not. I just middle every answer.
That way you don't get held accountable. But I don't know. You can say, well, I don't know. Do you want?
I've given some pretty strong opinions on this podcast.
You have. All right. Evolving Skies, booster boxes.
Yep.
Market opportunity, people say it's only 17%. Reprint season, 65%. And it's just fire. It's just fine where it is, 19%. So most people say it's reprint season.
People love to predict reprints. I mean, there couldn't be stuff people have been more wrong about over the last few years than reprints. This has been reprinted. Do I know if it's going to be reprinted? Not take the gun to my head. Do I think it's really going to be reprinted that much? Not really. I'm actually shocked that people were this low on this item, which makes me more bullish on Evolving Skies, actually.
Okay. Well, we have predictions in our end of year stream where we said it's going to be over this year. I mean, over the price point, right?
It's selling for 300. It's even higher than we last discussed it. It's had a little mini run.
So, woohoo, we were right. We're going to look back on this. I don't know. To me, it's fine where it is.
We got some facts spitting in chat. Supply, especially delivery charges, are down 16% on eBay in a week.
Damn.
So.
There you go.
I think the sealed card, the little promo,
little opportunity.
Smart people are buying it, I think.
Okay.
All right. Last but not least.
The Hidden Fates Zard.
In a 10.
There is a complete tie.
All right. Give it to me. What do the people say?
Market opportunity, only 16%, and the other 42% and 42% agreed on market is right or it goes lower. So we have a tie between market is about right for this card or it goes down lower. What do you think?
Not a market opportunity for me. Again, high pop card, like almost 5,000 PSA 10s. Amazing card, iconic card, priced spot on. No qualms with the market. Will not be buying it or would have to have an amazing deal to buy it.
Yeah.
Already have one for my collection.
Right, or it goes lower? I'm going to go it goes lower.
It's certainly not a market opportunity. To me, this was the clearest of all four. Because I could have made an argument for each of the other three. But this one, I cannot make an argument for a market opportunity. So that's that. Laura's gone, so we're right here. But yeah, I think it's
at my store.
It's early days in seeing what 2023 has in store, but there's some things that
was a market opportunity.
Going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at one point it was over $1,000. Two different points. It's an amazing card. It's like it's got incredible demand to even hold that price with the amount of copies there are out there. So it's truly a special card. It doesn't mean it's an opportunity for 2023 though.
Right.
Are you gonna open some packs?
I am gonna open some packs for Broccoli here. Assuming we're opening them all right. We got a team up and then a little Sword and Shield bundle, Vivid, Chilling, and yes, NJ really does have the best bagels. We can debate that all day.
It's probably right? Brooklyn, New Jersey, California.
California?
LA had some good delis.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I had one of the best bagels of my life the other day. It was so freaking good. Oh my god. All right, Broccoli, let's start with your fusion.
I see the black. I don't know how to price black labels. I am not the right guy for that. Someone tried to trade me a black label.
Yeah, me either.
For a first ed Charizard. I'm not.
I think I have one Beckett card. All right, we got a Meowth. Sorry, I'm not reading the names because they're backwards for me.
Meowth. Oh, I'm supposed to read them. Cramomatic. Yeah. Reverse Cramomatic. And
ooh, let's
Gorilla
go.
Bloom VMAX.
Heck yeah.
VMAX. Cool card.
Broccoli's pretty lucky.
It's always pull something out.
Berserker. And see, now I know more about Berserker too.
Is there 2 Cramomatics in that pack?
Can I tell you something, please? Okay, remember when you asked me what I learned from Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Do you know who evolves into Galarian Berserker? Like...
Who?
Galarian Meowth. How does that make sense?
Well, in that area, in that region, there are different Pokemon.
But what the frick? No.
Isn't there a Galarian Persian?
No, there's a... There's a lowland version.
Alolan.
Is there a Galarian version?
No, there's not.
It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't like it.
Roller.
Right.
Reverse. I can't
Crab
see.
roller, maybe? No, crab and...
Another one.
Oh my god!
Tornadus V. The Tornadus V.
Alright.
V after V after V.
Eat your vegetables tonight. Alright, let's do Vivid. Maybe we'll get Mr. Pika. What did we call? We called this a humble stream earlier. It's not really great technology or anything, but we do have a nice fun announcement coming for the potty. The potty. That means podcast. Alright, read them.
Aracudo reverse. And your rare Shiftry.
Shiftry non-hollow. I guess you can't win them all, but let's do your team up. The most fun.
Wow.
Okay. Woohoo! Who is that? Zeki?
Yeah. Did you just not get Zekrom in a raid?
I cried because I didn't get him in a raid. Too soon to see a photograph.
You have a lot of that Zekrom Pikachu Gold promo.
Oh, yeah.
Grimer.
Alright.
Ponyta. Am I supposed to say these? Marie?
Yes, Marie, who turns to Ampharos.
Yeah.
Well, what's the second one? The pink one?
Charmander. Reverse Klefki.
Come on.
Lapras, non-hollow.
No alt art. Tag Nabbit. Thanks, Broccoli. Appreciate ya. Always fun ripping them. I always get so excited with Team Up. Alright, bringing you back on. While I package these. Any other, like, hot takes or anything?
Any more spirited debate. What did you think?
It was a very good debate. I like the different opinions.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not entirely sure on some of them.
No? Alright.
Remains to be seen.
Remains to be seen. Oh, did you get 2? You did get 2.
That means I get to go to the side.
You love going to the side. It means you don't have to talk anymore.
Well, then I can recharge what I'm thinking, you know?
Yeah. Good call. Alright, second one for you.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Thanks, Top G. Happy holidays. Alright, good luck.
Am I gonna read? Do you want me to read them? Because
I think you're good.
I want to know if I'm gonna be tasked with reading them.
You're
Charmander, Staryu, Litten, Zora, Weedle, Reverse Hollow Staryu, and the Alolan Muck.
He's pretty, kind of.
Hollow Rare.
Do you think there's an alt art sitting in my bin?
You hit one last stream.
I know, but I really want the Latios and Latias.
One just open enough.
Just keep opening?
Just keep on opening.
Thank
you have one coming back from PSA. This supposed to arrive to you.
They should be here this week, actually, but I don't know if they're going to be.
Did you look at the grades? Because I did.
No, you did?
I always look at the grades. I can't help myself.
I never do, ever. I will not. Don't tell me.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, don't. I've never in my life looked ahead at my PSA grades. I don't know. I like to be surprised. Sue me.
Well, 2 days away.
Oh, it's going to be here in 2 days?
2 days.
All right, guys, stay tuned for that reveal. I did submitted 6 banger cards, at least in my opinion, banger cards. Someone was like, this is what we're considering bangers now?
Someone said that?
Yeah. No, I said submitting 6 of my Grail cards to PSA, and they were like, is this
Grail's a little...
Grail? I said my Grail.
I mean, come on. You want me to? I'll tell you the cards that were in the submission. They're bangers, not Grails.
Fine.
Legendary Collection Charizard Reverse. Banger. Team Rocket Torchic Gold Star.
Banger.
Team Up. Latios. Banger. Grand Party promo.
Banger. Grail.
First edition Neo Genesis Lugia. It's the one we bought in Dallas, actually. Remember, from that nice kid?
The one that I dropped.
You drop a lot of things.
I dropped
and Blaine's Charizard First Edition.
Banger.
No Grails. Grails.
You don't think Grand Party's a Grail?
No. It's not like a rare card. To me, a Grail is like the art competition cards, like the Grail first ed PSA 10 Charizard.
Right. You know what?
The Grail is like you can't throw the term around too much, otherwise it's gonna lose all its meaning.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I got in big trouble.
Banger. Gotta use the other words.
Banger.
That soccer pulled the Pirlo and the Tonali and the Steven Gerrard.
Bangers.
I was trying to moderate that chat yesterday. Speaking of like chats, the soccer crowd a little bit more rowdy than the Pokemon crowd.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know if like.
I don't hate their banner. Only one got banned. Almost 2 people got banned, but that's life in the sports world.
Yeah, it was fun.
I like Top G's comment, actually. That's like what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Feel free to read it out loud as I finish packing these things. Because I'm like cute. I'm like, oh, read it out loud.
Okay, you can just say that. I mean, so comment. I made the mistake of buying a PSA 7 Unlimited Zard during the hype. It's roughly a 2K pop report. The card doubled in population. And took a loss of $1,000. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of cards, the population surged during the grading rush, and even if the card's really popular, there's just too much coming to the market, especially when you have even a tad bit of loss of interest, right? If you lose 5% of the buyer pool and the population of a card doubles, it's going to get hammered the price, right? Yeah. So I think there was a lot of good. If you take those lessons and like know how to apply them in the future, you should be able to navigate almost any situation, whether it's Pokemon sports or otherwise. Like the fundamentals of understanding those things are really helpful in making buying decisions.
Prefer.
What? Did you just speak gibberish twice in a row? This is what happens when you play too much video. Your brain is fried.
I'm fried. Like
your brain is not what it once was.
No,
you just spoke gibberish.
I don't know what I said either. I didn't drink today. Nothing like. Broccoli. I've been slowly building my raw gold star collection. I still feel like the legendary dogs originally these in the Ready Zone are valid. I agree. I just got all of the legendary dogs graded to add to mine. We're picking up gold stars in any condition, actually, and like, why not?
Should I bring up my gold star spreadsheet?
You know what I should bring up? What we should react to is my gold star, me ranking the gold stars and me getting absolutely annihilatedly roasted during that.
That was some of the worst rankings of all time. It just was.
I have to say that. That's impressive.
I forget what pissed me off about it, though.
Hey, SM Pratt posted the Pikachu that I posted the other day, so I do get a lot of my inspiration from him for buying. So
his collection is insane. Hold on. I'm gonna bring something up as a little bonus.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to make reels about things my friends are buying anymore. All right, bonus time. Our brains
this is on the website. This data is a little bit old, but it's directionally accurate. Can't see the top, can you?
Nope.
I don't know how to fix that.
Text a little bit bigger.
I don't know how to fix that.
Left eye issue also tonight.
Well, the yeah, you just maybe I'll share my screen. How about that?
That's smart. Just be careful.
Yeah, no, I know. Anyway, are gold stars like people are like doing well?
Are they doing any better than they have been doing, or are they exactly where they need to be?
I don't know.
Collector always posts the gold star prices. Let me go.
This is a little bit better.
They posted the gold star Rayquaza today, I think, at Collector.
Here. Oh yeah, there was one that went on auction yesterday.
Sold PSA 7 sold for $3,019. So.
All right, this is
not my ranking list, by the way. This is not my ranking list.
It's really tough.
Mine's different.
Okay. Well, you can sort of see us. So I put this together, and this was accurate of September. I haven't updated since September, but this is every gold star. This is the PSA 10 pop, and this is how hard it is to get a PSA 10. So you can see that the dogs are the most populous. The red is showing like the high pop, and then the super low pop, of course, the Torchic, only 17 PSA 10s as of September. I'm sure these changed a little bit, but this was the September list. And I started to get data on the Greninja promotion from Celebrations, and that's obviously modern. But you can see they're all like fairly low pop. The Gyarados is another huge standout. Low pop, comparably. The Deoxys, Latios, super low pop counts.
The hardest 10.
If you're trying to get these in 10s, good market, bad market, some of these cards are going to be like the Torchic is you got to have big bank to get these. Are they that hard to complete in lower grade? Not really. So it's a really fun set to go for. Going for it in PSA 10, unless you're incredibly wealthier, find an absolutely perfect mint copy of some of these cards. It's going to be tough to do, but it's the easiest ones are the dogs. You can still get a lot of these for fairly good prices. Like some of these are probably underpriced based on their pop counts. They're about half of like the Pikachu. The Charizard was to under 100 at the time in September. So going to be tough to do. Keep your eyes peeled. I mean, you have some just cards that are going to cost you 5 figures each. We did an article on it on the website, but the PSA 10 Gold Star game is pretty tough. But yeah, you can find other copies of it if you want to complete the set, and it's one of the best sets in Pokemon.
Yeah, Gem in Pokemon probably does.
I saw some guy that came to your trade night at Bleecker had a complete PSA 10 Gold Star set, including
did?
Yeah.
Holy
he set it up.
What?
He set it up next to where you had your card set.
Was? Because I do remember that.
He was trying to sell it.
Hit me up if you are listening. Great data. So yeah, if you guys want to watch my Gold Star review, it's on my TikTok. Just don't roast me too much. Maybe I'll make a new one.
Yeah. So that's that.
Another great week. Thanks for being my guest. We stream every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Any last words?
Some exciting updates coming in the future. This was fun, and
yes, I'm very excited to tell you guys what's coming. And yeah, thanks for the discussion. I hope you guys have a great night and a great week, and I will see you again.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, always share them. It's great to debate. Because I learn more from discussing some things sometimes and like thinking out my thoughts.
That's what I was saying before about the comments. Like, they're so much more interesting when you get to discuss them with everybody else.
Because you think these thoughts in your head and you're like, oh, this seems like a good idea. But then when you say it and try to explain it, you're like, oh, maybe I need to rethink that.
100%. So I hope everyone learned something and had fun discussing. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Like and subscribe. Bye!